How am I gonna start this video? I forgot how to do anything. Hello my friends, it's Nina, and for this video, I'm cooking. So I am in the kitchen today because we are going to cook a dish to celebrate a very special occasion for this channel, which is reaching 100,000 subscribers. I still can't comprehend that number. It's a very big number to me just because I had no idea where this channel was going since I started it. Just the fact that you guys watch my videos in the first place, that's amazing to me. So thank you so much. I'm gonna cook a beautiful dish for you. Even if you can't eat it, let's pretend you can. I wanted to make a celebratory kind of dish. And you're probably thinking, oh, she's gonna bake a cake. No, I'm not. I was actually thinking of baking a vegan cake, but right now I don't really feel like eating sugary food. So I had to think of something else to make that was celebratory. And so I was like, why don't I make a Korean dish? I am making vegan tteokguk. So if you're familiar with Korean culture in any way, you've probably heard of tteokguk, but if you haven't, tteokguk is rice cake soup. Tteok meaning rice cake and guk meaning soup. Tteokguk is a dish that you eat during New Year's or Lunar New Year's. You can eat tteokguk any time of the year, which is what I'm doing. I'm making it at the end of June. Traditionally, it's made with beef, so I haven't been able to eat tteokguk in a long time, but I still can remember what it tastes like. There are many recipes on the internet. I found one from Vegan's Day. It's a blog, and I am just going to go for it, and I hope it turns out okay because I miss tteokguk and I want to eat it, but I don't want to have beef stock, so I'll try my best for you guys. So first things first, you're going to need tteok, which is rice cake. This is basically rice cake chopped up. You can also just find long sticks of tteok and just cut it yourself, but this was already cut like this. This is a very Korean dish, so everything came from pretty much a Korean supermarket or an Asian supermarket. I'm sure you can find. If you don't have an Asian supermarket around you, I'm sorry. So first off, you're going to need a medium pot of water like this. This is medium, right? So I filled it up like a third of the way with water, which should be fine. If it's too salty or whatever. And then we need an onion, which I already washed. We're just going to chop it up soon. With an onion, you need a radish like this. This is a radish from the Asian supermarket. It's got a cute little green area right here. And then we have to cut a 2-inch thick slice and chop it into large chunks. And then we need 2 pieces of dried kelp, and this is going to help for that meaty, savory flavor. I wonder what it smells like. Oh yes! Ah! Yes! That is the smell. That is the smell we are looking for. This is called dashima in Korean and kombu in Japanese. And this is going to help for the salty, savory flavor, so I'm just gonna take 2 of these out. I am familiar with this ingredient, but I've never cooked with it, so that's going to be interesting. We are also using shiitake mushrooms. These were dried, as you can see, by this bag of mushrooms. But I rinsed them and kind of soaked them, not for too long because they're gonna soak in the boiling water, but just to get the dirt off and whatever. So this is what you need. Oh, okay. And then also from my backyard I got some green onions because you're going to need green onions. Just a good amount, like this much I guess. But we are going to cut this up and toss it into this medium pot. Gotta get out my knife. My hands were already clean, but I'll wash them again. First off, I'm just going to place these in here. I'm pretty sure you just put the entire shiitake mushroom in there. So I'm gonna just go for it. So I'm cutting off the ends like this. For this onion, we are cutting it in half like that. Is that too much? No, I want this to be a powerful stock, so I'm gonna toss it all in. Just going in. Wow, I can already see the onion juice. Yummy. We are going for it. 2 inches. How much is 2 inches? Like this big? I'm just gonna put in a good amount of radish. That should be good. So the radish is going in. This is a lot of radish actually. Now the proper way to hold a knife, oh my god. Now the proper way to hold a knife is kind of like this, not like this. If you do it like this, your finger's gonna slip and you're gonna cut your finger off and do bad things and go to the hospital. But if you hold your knife like this and have your thumb at the other side like this, it's more comfortable. And then also remember to curve your fingers when you're cutting. And then they are going in. Is that enough? Is that too much? Now technically you didn't have to cut it that much, but I like cutting, so I kind of went crazy. So I'll use the rest of this radish for later. But other than that, this is all you need for the stock. Right here, we are ready to boil. That was actually easy, so I'm trusting this. I have good feelings about this. We're just gonna go boil now. Oh my god, you guys magically moved. I'm gonna place this right here. I actually don't know if I'm supposed to cover it. So the recipe said nothing about covering the pot. I'm just gonna assume she's right. I'm adding a little bit more water just in case, you know, because the water is gonna evaporate this way because we're not covering the pot. I'm just going for it. This should go okay. And stuff is going to happen in the meantime. So once this comes to a boil, you're going to remove the kelp and then let it boil for 30 minutes, or is it simmer? Oh my god, okay, so you're gonna let it boil for 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know if that's safe. Do you boil something for that long? I'm sure you do. So you're gonna let it boil for 30 to 45 minutes. Just keep watching it so you don't burn the house down. I'm not a bad cook, so this should go fine, but I'm just gonna let it go, so you do you. I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling. It looks good. It looks like it's going to be a stock. Please turn out okay. I just want tteokguk. Anyway, so as the soup is boiling, now we're going to prepare our tteok. And for the tteok, we are going to soak it in what? So we're soaking the tteok for 30 minutes. I don't need all of this stuff. How much soup am I making? I'm gonna put like a third of this. Yeah, a third looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna get a bowl and then we're gonna soak this for 30 minutes. I feel like such a professional cook. My mom is going to be so proud of me. So we're going to soak this tteok for 30. I got it on my face. We're going to soak this tteok for 30 minutes. It's going to get all soft. Is this too much? That's a lot. No, it's not. Is it? Yeah, a little bit more. No! We're going to soak this tteok until it's soft, so about 30 minutes, basically while it's boiling. Let me just put this back in here. And I'm going to wrap this back up. So it's starting to sizzle, as you can see. Can't really see anything, but you can hear it. But I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I'm trusting you. So my stock is boiling and my rice cake is soaking. So all I can do is wait. Oh no, it's doing things, it's doing things. So overall, you should be watching your stock as it comes to a boil because it can like flop and fly everywhere. The kelp literally almost flew out of the pot. So right now I'm just stirring it around and it's freaking hot. But for safety, you should be watching your soup, not letting it boil on its own. Oh my god, oh my god. So it's been boiling for like 5 to 6 minutes. I'm gonna take the kelp out now. Oh my god. Just one more. So after the kelp is out, you let it boil for 30 to 45 more minutes. It's like a little below high because when it's super high, it just like explodes. So I'm at a 9 right now. I think an 8 or a 9 is good as long as it's boiling. So not a lot of skimming is required, but you know, just the dirty stuff you can kind of skim out. I'm gonna stir it around just a bit so the flavors can move around. So we're back. It's been boiling for a good 35 minutes now. So I'm just gonna put these on the cutting board. So we're saving the shiitake mushrooms, but everything else, you can kind of do stuff with it, but otherwise put it in the compost, let it go back to the earth, because this is going to be a clean, plain, clear stock, and this is not working, okay? It's become this very earthy color that I'm very carefully do this. Now a smart thing to do would maybe just stop the boiling, so that's what I'm gonna do. So the stock reduced by a lot, but like I'm sure that's still okay. But we are going to transfer this to a smaller pot. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm gonna dump all the stock onto this sieve. This is so dangerous. There we go. So we're going to put this with the others. So we're cooking with all of this stock that you see. It smells so good, oh my god. So I rinsed out my stock and it's ready to go into the soup. I'm just gonna let it sit here. But now we're going to chop up this shiitake mushroom that we boiled in the stock. First we're going to take out that stem because it's too chewy. How do we take you out? There we go. Now we are slicing, I'm facing it back up this way, and we are slicing up the shiitake mushroom into thin strips. And then we are going to cut you out, but I don't know how to cut you out safely. The important part of cutting is to do a waving motion. If you cut like this, it might not do that much. So actually it's not gonna do much. So you make sure you're doing a wave motion like this. And it cuts nice and smoothly. Just like that. Now, how do I get you out? Can I tear you out? Not really. Again, okay, why did I even try that? I already tried it the first time. It didn't work! Cutting you out. There we go. Stem is off. The stem is very chewy, so they recommend not eating it. And then we have our strips of mushroom. There's like, I can't escape the sun. Okay. So to make the actual tteokguk, you need mandu, which is dumpling in Korean, and then you need the mushroom. Now you need kim, but this goes on the top, so that comes later. And this also comes in later. It's chopped green onions. And then you need sesame seeds. Sesame seeds bring in a lot of flavor. Oh my god, that also reminds me. A very important step at the end is to add sesame oil. But that is literally all we need. This soup is actually so easy. It takes a lot of time, but it's easy. So now we're going to go over that way. So back to the stock. Now we just add our mushrooms. Okay, we add the mushrooms and then we add the duck. This is also gonna be dangerous. That's why we have tools. I'm just gonna softly place them. I'm gonna softly place the duck into the freaking pot. I'm also putting a tiny bit more water just because the soup is very concentrated. So that should be fine. Most of it's gonna evaporate anyway. But once you put in the duck and the mushroom, you can let it boil. Marika, what are you doing? What are you doing, Marika? She's cute. Oh my god, she's boiling. Looks okay so far. Hey, Polo. Polo looks tired. Polo's very... Did I wake you up? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna go. Sorry. So if you are familiar with this channel, then you know that my dogs are Marco and Polo. They are both girls, and their names are cute. So the duck is getting there, I guess. I'm gonna check one for the consistency. Oh! 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 Whoa! It's done. It's done. Okay, so now I gotta... Oh my god, I can actually cook now. Okay. Wow. I love the taste of rice. If you have vegan dumplings, then add it. I'm going to add... The serving size is 7 pieces, so I'm gonna add 7 pieces. Oh, so carefully. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the packaging for the dumplings, it said it needed 4 minutes on a high boil, which is what's happening here. So I guess I'll let this cook for 4 to 5 minutes. That means I have to add the flavor right now. This is where my sense of taste comes in. Hopefully I can replicate or come close to the taste of tteokguk or tteokmandu-guk. So good luck to me. So we are going to take this giant jug of soy sauce, but we're only putting a tablespoon of soy sauce. What's the serving size? So a tablespoon is actually the serving size, but that's a lot of soy sauce anyway. Now I should have said this in the beginning, but I wouldn't recommend this recipe for someone who has high sodium. In general, Korean food tends to have a lot of sodium, so just check your health. I don't want anyone having hypertension, so it's really up to you. You know, take some precaution. My household being Asian, I don't have an actual tablespoon. So I guess I'm gonna have to wing it, but I don't want to splash soy sauce into there. So hold on, I need like a giant spoon, I guess. I guess this little dish will do. Is that a tablespoon? We're adding all of that in, and then we're going to stir this up. Wow, the color looks beautiful. Also, don't forget to stir. I completely forgot that you can burn the tteok. It's not burnt, but like it's sticking to the bottom, so make sure you're stirring a lot. It's getting there. So it definitely has that umami taste, but now it's really much up to you about the taste. So I'm just gonna add some salt for like a saltiness. So make sure nothing is burnt on the bottom. I'll even add a little bit of sesame oil now, just because I know that sesame oil adds a nutty flavor, which is kind of what this needs. Oh my god! And then we're also gonna top it with the green onion. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm also gonna add a little pepper just because there's usually pepper in food. So this will add a little bit of something interesting. So this is the finished soup, and it's very starchy. It's so beautiful. So I just grabbed this plate. It's like a bowl slash plate. So we brought the soup. Now we're going to ladle it. Let's do this nice and carefully. So I'm gonna get a good amount of tteok and a good amount of mandu and a good amount of cOOK. Oh, okay, that was a mess. So this is a thick soup. I'm gonna get a couple of mushrooms. And there it is. And then to top it off, we're going to put sesame seeds, a very important Korean staple. Not really a staple, what is it? It's a very important part of Korean food. It's the sesame seeds. So I'm gonna take it out with my fingers. They're clean. I've been washing my hands all day. Sorry about that, my camera died. So we're going to top it off with, I'm just gonna take it off. We're gonna top it off with sesame seeds, just like that. Ooh, yes, pretty, beautiful. I don't know how much we need. Probably like that much, something like that. Maybe like crush it up a bit between your fingers. That hurt. And then we're going to crush up some kim, or toasted seaweed. This is nori, and we are going to crush it with our fingers. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh, what? This is a mess. Oh god, okay. And then finally, we are going to add some green onion just on top. There we go. And here is the final product. All that labor. So in the end, this is tteokguk. I haven't had tteokguk in so long that this is just like unbelievable for me. The consistency of the soup is like spot on. Like I feel weird eating this because I haven't eaten it for so long. I'm really proud of myself right now. Oh my god, kimchi. Oh my god. That's like the best part. So we have a giant container of kimchi. It's kind of fresh, so I don't know if it's done, but a very important part of the Korean diet is kimchi. So this is kimchi. This is a staple of Korean cuisine. Wow, I don't even need to go out anymore. Yeah. You guys, if you have an Asian supermarket around you and you've never tried cooking with shiitake mushrooms or dashima or anything soup stock related, just go for it. It's so worth it. And it's vegan. Oh my god. Kimchi is like life. This was such a success. I'm gonna have the rest. Hold on. I'm gonna bring you guys closer. But that is it for this Cooking with Nina. Thank you for joining, and I hope this was helpful or interesting in some kind of way. I hope I showed you a bit more of Korean cuisine and culture. Not really, but I'm gonna go now. I am so tired and I have a lot to clean up, so that is it. We are going to end this video with a hug. Thank you for 100,000. Let's keep going, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, my friends. I love you so much.